Thank God I am finally out of this flu that I've been dealing with for the last week, just in time for Castranger.
I know, I was sick of it.
You think you were sick of it? I'm the one with the flu. Ha cha 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 cha.
Emily's here.
Hi.
That was fucking awful.
We got a good cold open? No, Johnny, we got a good flu open.
Ah! Give me the roll call!
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect! Show running super savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster, Robolane.
A spark of courage, the power of dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Combining comedy and critique. On air since 2014. Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 489.
It's Manaphy Fione.
Was Fione before Manaphy in the Pokedex?
I think so.
Interesting.
Okay, so Fione's the baby one.
Yes. It's so weird because like you had to breed Manaphy in a special way to get Fione, but Fione never evolves back into Manaphy. They got really weird that gen.
They did, and I kind of like it.
It's cute.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you happen to be tuning in for the first time, thank you. We're a bunch of Chemys who can give birth to mythical Pokemon who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and the third thing.
I was gonna say we're analists.
Oh no, they don't get that.
If they watched Dogenger's Metropolis, they would.
Okay, we started watching season 4 of Dogengers this week in the Castranger Wednesday watchings, and holy fucking shit, I have never come so close to dying laughing so consistently.
I didn't think Dogenger's could peak itself even more, but it did. It found a way.
In these 3 episodes we watched already, they have made up for the entirety of the 3rd season, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, that's Jake from Forza, by the way, as the guy screaming.
I happened to catch that screenshot by accident, pausing at a random moment, and Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, it's so good. Also, yes, Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Hooray! Those fuckers timed Rainbow Gotchard's debut perfectly, purposefully.
Oh my gosh, they did.
We see what you're doing, but it's fine. Anything that promotes pride and happiness and acceptance is fine with me.
Yep.
All right, our topics on the docket this week are Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 38, Boonboomger, episode 14, and finally getting this out of the way, the Gotchard Geats movie. Yeah.
It was okay. It was mid.
It was a thing, but we'll get to that. Yeah. Also happening today, the day we're recording this, was Summer Game Fest, and I'm not finished watching the stream, but I did see enough to see our first news story.
News mode.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Rita's Rewind. Oh my fucking god. They just can't stop making Mighty Morphin Power Ranger games.
No, and what's disappointing too is it's another beat 'em up. Like they already got one a few years ago.
It's by the same developer who put out the recent Turtles game compilation, so I see what they're doing.
Like it looks cool.
The worst part about it is it looks fun, and I hate that it does. But I will notice I only see 5 player slots, and even though there's a screenshot with 6 trains and one of them's green, I'm not sure if Green Ranger's going to be in it.
Oh, he'll be DLC, you know.
Maybe an unlockable at the end, but there's still only 5 player slots.
What the fuck? That was like a giant putty with like 3 heads. What the hell?
Yeah, I will say there are some bits in this game where they switch from side-scrolling to like a front perspective and like some chase scenes and the Megazord fights. That shit looked kind of rad.
Okay, I didn't watch this full thing. I only saw like the beat 'em up part. Holy shit, this looks wild.
Yeah.
No, the cutscenes look pretty amazing, actually.
We might have to. I might have to come down in person and get a bunch of us to fucking do a stream of us playing this.
Well, it does have online co-op.
No, but if you're playing a beat 'em up, you gotta play it locally.
Yeah.
It's way more fun.
Although when we did Turtles Shredder's Revenge, half of them were in the room here and half people were online, so it was kind of both. That was a mess to get working. But
yes, it sucks. It's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but unfortunately, like, to be realistic, it's the most recognizable team in the brand. So. Yeah.
You know what would be awesome, and they'll never do it, but like if they added other teams to this game.
Yeah, that'd be neat. Won't happen.
It would be awesome, but
that was Robo Rita. Holy shit.
Yeah, Robo Rita's in this game, so the canonicity of this game is going to be wild to confirm.
Yeah.
Madam Woe's a boss though. That looks fun.
Cool.
And yeah, there's no screenshots here. But like I watched the trailer and there was these sequences where you're on a bike and it's a front-facing perspective and it's like a Mode 7 type chase thing, and then the Megazord fights are from the same perspective but higher up, like you're first-personing from the Megazord. Crazy.
Yeah. Oh no, it's great. Emily.
Wow.
no,
Jeff Keighley's edgy this year.
Badly. For me, it was I was basically watching it entirely for Monster Hunter, and they revealed these guys.
I don't know what that is.
Swimmy. It's a swimmy sandworm dude, and I drew one going on.
I hate that Jeff Keighley was kind of being an asshole because people were like kind of hoping that they'd show like off Kingdom Hearts 4, and he's just like, yeah, keep dreaming, people. And
at one point he talked about Kingdom Come Deliverance, and for half a second I was like, huh? Don't say the word kingdom right now. I'm on a hair trigger.
Right. I just hope on Sunday when the Xbox showcase happens, we get Gears of War anything announced. I just want something.
Honestly, when you showed this picture, Emily, the first thought I got was Rock Ferret.
Rock Ferret.
Doesn't it look kind of like a ferret covered in rocks?
Yeah, the body type is very weaselly.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, moving on. Next news story. Shoto Super figure line for Juden Sentai Kyoryuger. Looks like we're getting the whole main core team of red, blue, pink, green, black. Looks like it's coming with their armed on weapons.
I wanted to reply to Emily with this.
Hey, you got Spike.
Oh no, I kept that picture in my phone like all this time. I love it.
Which of course means you can form the Kentro Spiker.
You mean Kentaro Spiker?
Very cool. Oh, it comes with so many things.
So many hands.
Yep.
Wait, let's go to the hands.
Let's go to the hands.
That's actually not too bad set of hands. Look at all the Gabba revolvers, though. Jesus Christ. So many Gabba revolvers.
That's 50 hands. I just counted them.
I think we it doesn't beat the fucking, I think it was like 120 hands in the last team.
And it comes with open and closed Gabba revolvers for each of them. It's normal and folded Gabari calibers. The armed-on versions of their arms, the weapons separated, and the Fang Shooter and Shield Lance Spiker.
That is Emily, though. Honestly, that is a mood. When you're hungry, you can literally like eat anything, and it'll be like the greatest thing you've ever tasted.
I made a typo of Devil Joe to Jevil Joe, and
like legit, I'll be hungry for hours or something, and then I'll just make a peanut butter sandwich, and it's like the greatest peanut butter sandwich I've ever had in my life.
Bro,
peanut butter sandwiches are very specifically amazing.
I cannot tell you, like during the worst days of this flu I was dealing with the last week, I didn't have the energy to eat anything other than applesauce for like 2 days straight. And then I made chicken burgers for myself, and they were the greatest goddamn things in the world.
No, yeah, when you're deprived of something for so long, it's so good when you finally have it. Good.
All right, so each figure is 100 millimeters tall. Comes with all the shit I said already. Premium Bandai web exclusive, 93.50 yen, January 2025 release. Hold on, yeah. So Shoto Super Kyoryuger. Is that the price for the whole set?
Yes.
For 93.50 yen?
Yeah, so it'll be like $120 for a set of 5 figures.
And all this accessories and weapons? That's pretty fucking
That's
good.
not bad at all.
That is good, and especially because the Kyoryugers are fucking amazing. Yeah, and they teased off the other 5.
Yes.
Kyoru Gray, motherfucker.
I was wondering because I saw that image on another version of this post, but it wasn't in this one. So I was like, didn't they tease the other 5?
Yeah, no, Kyoru Gray that's awesome.
I'm a Violet boy.
Yep.
All
Silver
right.
was cool too.
Next, I believe we briefly mentioned this when we talked about the Kamen Rider the Next SH figure arts, but they also made a separate post for the Cyclone 1 of the same series.
Also, I'd like to make an apology to Gar. So I made a bad joke where I was saying like, oh, Gar fucking hates this because he hates Kamen Rider the Next. He thinks the figure is a really, really fucking great figure, especially because it's like a reference to the very first figure art they did. I was just making a joke because he doesn't like the movie, but he likes the figure.
You heard it here, Lane's live apology post.
Yep. Well, it's because Gar listened to the episode last week. He's like, "Why did you say I fucking hate this?" And I'm like, "Oh, I was just joking."
All right. So yeah, the bike is available on its own, 170 millimeters in length. Comes with hands for holding the handlebar. I said that correctly. Rear wheel stand, support pillar joints, and a carrying mask for the Kamen Rider Ichigo figure. Premium Bandai web exclusive, 9,900 yen, January release.
They better do Nego and V3.
That would be cool.
I love V3.
Get the whole movie set.
Yeah, no, V3 was my fucking favorite, and he's my favorite version of V3 we have, even though I guess there's only 2 of them.
And he's played by Kamen Rider Drake.
Yes, he was so cool. Like, I love it. He just he fucking kicks Nego in the fucking face, and then he just puts his helmet on.
I love that scene of them fighting on the staircase.
Yeah, and then maybe they could do the Shocker Riders too. That'd be easy to do. Yeah,
cool.
Go watch the first of the next. They're good movies.
All right. Speaking of the next news story is CSM Kamen Rider Blade Joker Rouser parts set.
See, I thought these were figure arts for the Jokers, and I was like, that would be
no,
cool.
As soon as it says parts set, you know it's not.
Yeah. So you can make the belts that they wear. That's cool. I like that. That's neat.
So, this item is based on the belt worn by the Joker Undead. So you need the Chalice Rouser to transform it into the Joker Rouser or the Albino Buckle worn by the Joker Undead and Albino Joker, respectively. So you can be the normal Joker or the Albino Joker.
We will not explain who these are because that's heavy spoilers, but if you watch Blade, you will find out.
Yup. So. Let's see. The CSM Chalice Rouser recognizes these parts individually. The voice lines change. Very cool. I will not say the names attached to them. The mode will play lines from the show's final episode as well as lines from their cameo in Zeo.
Oh, very nice.
And these also come with vanity cards before they get sealed. Very cool. Yeah. They don't have the price or release date. All right.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're a huge Chalice fan, I would say an absolute recommend.
We're not joking about this.
Yeah. Next, from Deca-Ranger, Master License Memorial Edition.
Yeah, so I think they already did one of these a while, but this is an improved one, so very cool. Deca Master's awesome.
Yes. Released to commemorate the 20th anniversary of Deca-Ranger. The specs are an updated version of the previously released Artisan Master License.
Yep.
Thus, lines and BGM from that release are included, but with some newly recorded versions. The Judgment mode faithfully recreates Judgment Time with LED illuminated 0 and X, or circle and X. So that's probably the coolest thing about these versions of the licenses.
Yep.
The release includes a new mode where you can choose the verdict yourself. That is honestly the selling point.
Yeah.
Judge your friends guilty of crimes.
I still love how like the judgment system works. It just gets sent to a planet, which like time is slower there, so it takes years. But like in our time, real time, it takes like milliseconds.
What was that you were saying, Emily?
No, I just said be a corrupt cop.
Yeah, that too. Convict the innocent.
Also, it's
Free the
doggy.
guilty.
Doggy Cougar's awesome.
In cast mode, you can play lines and sound effects from the reading of the charges to the deletion.
Very cool.
The item comes with 2 license sheets and a holder. So there's a license of Doggy and there's one of Decamaster.
I want an SBD license so fucking badly, but they're just like, they're so expensive. Like even like the DX one's expensive, the Artisan one is, the Memorial one is, like
it's probably one of the most tightly designed Sentai morphers in history.
It's so cool though, and the siren sounds. Oh god, I love them so much.
Given how much you love police motifs, I'm genuinely surprised you don't own one.
I know. I used to. I owned a SBD like Power Rangers one, but then like I lost it. So, but yeah, maybe one day I'll get my hands on one of these.
So this one, premium Bandai web exclusive, 11,000 yen, February next year release.
Yeah, it's a pricey boy.
It do be pricey. But if you're gonna buy any license at all, this would be the one, I think.
Yeah, you get this to the D-Sword Vega, you're a badass motherfucker. Oh, I need to talk about this story.
All right.
So, out of fucking nowhere, they announced that they're doing a live action Like a Dragon Yakuza show on like Amazon Prime. And like this was cool out of nowhere, and I was like, all right, that's cool. But who's playing Kiryu, like the main character of the Yakuza franchise, is none other than fucking Takeuchi Ryoma. Kamen Rider fucking Drive is playing him.
It's been so fun seeing people on Twitter discover who Kamen Rider Drive is.
Yeah, no, and so like Lil Karibo, he's like a huge Yakuza fan, so like he's excited for the show, and I just like said, you should watch Kamen Rider Drive so you can know who Takeuchi Ryoma is and how amazing he is. So, but like I was already like interested in watching this because like I want to play at least one Yakuza game, so I started Yakuza 0 because it's like the prequel game. So I
got them all in a Humble Bundle once, so I have them and I could play them. I just haven't made time for them.
Yeah, they're all free on Game Pass. But like now that I know that Drive is going to be playing the main character, I'm fucking down. Like it's going to be sick. So.
I love Chronicle in the chat. All we need is crime.
So yeah, so the 6-part series will star Ryoma Takeuchi. Kamen Rider Drive as Kazuma Kiryu and is set in 2 time periods, 1995 and 2005. Follows the life, childhood friends, and the repercussions of the decisions of a fearsome and peerless Yakuza warrior with a strong sense of justice, duty, and humanity. The series will be directed by Masaharu Take, the naked director, okay, with story and screenplay by Sean Crouch and Yugo Nakamura, and a Japanese screenplay by Yasuhiro Yoshida, Cold Case, Shinjitsu no Toya, and Kana Yamada, the
That's a good shop in the chat.
Oh, it's great. Like a Dragon Yakuza will be released in 2 batches of 3 episodes on October 25th and November 1st on Prime Video with subtitled and dubbed versions in 30 languages.
I'm sorry, I just want to highlight for a second, I fucking love the name Sean Crouch. That's a name.
Yeah, it's like Sean Bean.
Anytime his picture is shown, like professional, like on LinkedIn or headshots or whatever, it needs to be him crouching.
I wonder if we'll get Takeuchi Ryoma singing Baka Mitai. That would be amazing.
Is that character who sings it?
Yeah, Kiryu is the one who sings Baka Mitai. It's in the karaoke.
I know nothing about the series, so but yeah, that'd be amazing.
That's all I know about it.
It's one of the songs he sings in like the karaoke minigame.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I've heard the Yakuza games. They're fucking bananas.
I've seen some clips. Some of the YouTubers I watch have played the games, so I've seen bits.
I started a bit of like Yakuza like a Dragon, like the one with the other character Ichiban. He's a really fun character. He was born on January 1st.
Is that the dude with the Danny Sixbang hair?
Yeah, he's got like the afro, because that's a funny thing. Because like he had this badass haircut, and then he went to go get his haircut, and the guy fucked up his hair, and then he just decided to stay with keep it.
Fun.
But anyways, this is awesome. I was not expecting this, but I'm so happy that this is happening. So very cool.
I am happy for everyone.
Right?
All right. Next. So apparently the official Toei Tokusatsu YouTube channel posted a video where Kane Kosugi from Castranger teaches viewers the ninja exercise.
Okay. Ninja Black, by the way.
Yeah. He has devised a full body exercise that anyone at home can do to help build up their physical strength and allow the Castranger generation to enjoy and exercise their bodies. Supervised by the director of the upcoming movie, Koichi Sakamoto. Try this exercise and aim for a perfect body this summer. Also participating in the video are Teraraki Ogawa, Ninja Red, basically the other Castrangers.
That's adorable.
Cute.
We need to talk about we need to talk more about Castranger on this show.
We need to Taku Ranger?
Yeah. Well, that should be a Castranger themed podcast.
Yeah. All right. I'm sad Gar's not here because I know he'd want to talk about this one, but Voltes 5 Legacy gets its Japanese release this fall.
Oh, this was like the live action series, right?
I think so.
That's cool. Yeah. I saw a clip of this, and it's insane how down to the very fucking smallest minute detail they did of the whole transformation sequence of the robot from like the anime. Like it's one for one. It's incredible. It's
really great when someone remaking a property knows what the fandom wants out of it. Not like when Digimon Tri happened and their Digivolution sequences were fucking abominations.
Oh, I saw the new one that they did for like Digimon Adventure 2. It's just like they did like all the armored evolutions, and then you just see Gatomon being like more fucking extra with her.
Extra, yeah.
Is this about the beginning movie?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. I've been trying to find it.
Oh, I just been seeing clips, but yeah, like everyone else, like normal Digivolves, but then like Gatomon has like the over the top one into Anjouamon, so it's out of sync with everyone else.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, but no, yeah, we talked about Voltes 5 on Castranger like a few years ago, and I remember we enjoyed it immensely. Mm-hmm. I just remember the mom who was trying so fucking hard to sacrifice herself for her children.
Yeah. So there will be the Ultra Electromagnetic Edition compilation film, which will include scenes not seen in the original Filipino version of the Cinematic Experience compilation film that came out in the Philippines last year. In addition,
hilarious because I had a Filipino like a doctor assistant, and we ended up talking about anime randomly, and she brought up Voltes 5. Apparently, it's massive there. Like, it's synonymous with anime there, so it's hilarious to hear that.
Nice.
Yeah, no. One of my old coworkers, he's Filipino as well, and like I talked about Voltes 5, and he just like fanboyed over. He's like, "Oh, dude, I grew up on that show when I was a kid. It was the best."
Cool. That's so cool. That's like a thing. Like specifically, the Philippines love Voltes 5. It's so random, but I love it.
Let me see. I think at Anime North 2022 when I went, I found a Voltes 5 cosplayer. It was really cool. You can keep talking. I'm going to look for it.
So in addition to the Japanese subtitled version, a Japanese dub of the film will be released as well. And this new compilation is coming out October 18th in Japan. The main TV series, Voltes 5 Legacy, will make its Japanese TV debut this fall as well. This release is a special edited version of the 90-episode Filipino TV series for the Japanese audience.
There it is. I found it.
So the series was originally made for the Philippines too?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Nice.
I recognized it immediately, and I was just like, "Oh, it's Voltes 5. That's awesome."
It's sort of like how the Voltron show was Western.
Yeah.
There's only one Voltron show I like, and it's Voltron in the Third Dimension.
Oh man.
No, I watched a bit of the Netflix one. The Netflix one's fucking dope. I need to fucking finish that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Voltron show. It's the fandom that was insane.
Gar and I loved watching that shit every time there were new episodes. That's why he bought me that Voltron toy that I still have.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lastly, to celebrate the release of Voltes 5 Legacy, the original Voltes 5 anime was remastered on HD and will receive a Blu-ray release.
That's excellent.
Limited pre-order edition of the Blu-ray box set will be sold on the Toei Video Online Shop website, featuring a jacket with original illustration, 88-page settings collection, reprinted script of the show's final episode, and a booklet. So the Voltes 5 Blu-ray box limited pre-order edition, 49,500 yen. That's $500.
Welcome to Japanese Blu-rays.
Well, the standard edition is only 44,000 yen, both of which are releasing September 11th.
What the fuck?
I mean, it's not significant to them, I guess.
No, just the picture multi sends.
Oh, I don't know.
Like, well, I'm like, okay.
I see Master Chief, and I don't recognize anyone else.
One of them's from I think from Tekken.
I don't know. Anyways, our last news story is that Godzilla -1 is now streaming worldwide on Netflix as of the last week.
Yay! If you have not fucking watched this movie, go watch this fucking movie. It's so
Like
fucking
me.
good.
I meant to watch it last weekend, and then I got sick.
Yeah. This movie's so, like, I want to rewatch it so badly, but I just really don't want to tarnish that first viewing I had with, like, Cell Paul and Gar, like, in theaters, because it was so magical. It was just, I want to hold on to that. So I'm just going to treat this movie like I do the 2017 Power Rangers movie, where I'm just going to watch it extremely rarely.
I was like, you probably feel the same way about that. Emily feels about seeing the 2017 Power Rangers movie.
That was magical, honestly. Going on a school night, seeing it with people
on a school night
who I care about.
The day before the movie was actually supposed to come out, so that was awesome. Yeah, I'll never forget that day.
All right, very, very cool, and that is the news for the week.
Yeah, anyways, go watch that movie. It's really good.
All right, let's get into Gotchard.
You mean the Nijigon show?
Yes, it's now the Nijigon show featuring Gotchard.
Oh my goodness, I love this little guy so much. It was interesting how, this is, I mean, a bit of a spoiler for the episode, but, I mean, you would know it. How when he hatched and became Nijigon, his personality kind of changed.
Did it really? It didn't really seem like it changed that much.
Yeah, it did. He went from very serious to very mascot-y.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like he was an egg, and so he didn't really he didn't have a name. He didn't really know who he was, so he was just kind of just
somehow
being very mellow
of eating without being born.
We'll get into all of that because I have shit to say about all of that. But
I got this wonderful screenshot.
I just want to start that this is where Kamen Rider is currently at this very moment. Was our main character, Kamen Rider, talking to a fucking egg? This is where Kamen Rider is right now, people. This is where apparently it's peaked.
A depressed, shut-in egg Digimon.
Look, I understand the feeling. I mean, I've never actually been trapped in an egg, as far as I know.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Someone might have done it behind my back.
But, okay, this is the first that I've heard that Dimension Caster is trans. Cool. I had no idea. Yeah, I'm completely ignorant on most stuff like that. I have a few friends who are trans, but do not expect me to know. I'm going to be the she confused but she got the spirit person. I 100% support you. Just expect me to say something really, really one brain cell. But just the feeling of being trapped within yourself and not wanting to, this is gonna sound kind of morbid, but not wanting to exist, I understand.
I'm sure we all feel that at some point. I can personally attest.
Being terrified of the outside world, not wanting to be born, seeing all the things out there, and just being like, no, I don't want to go out there.
I refuse.
That's where all the wonderful things are too.
Mine's not as serious, but recently I went through a sort of online identity crisis where I was trying to like kind of, I guess in a way, rebrand myself, but then it just like I just couldn't get exactly what I wanted. So then I just kind of looked at what I currently had and was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna embrace and love what I already have and just go with that.
When you asked me to draw something, which I am going to do.
I cannot wait. I will not say what it is, but I cannot wait for Emily to draw that picture. It's gonna be fucking badass.
Although I will say I like the idea of the name Lane on Patrol.
Yeah, it's a bit too lengthy for me, but I appreciate it. Anyways, like Decker just posted a picture. So yeah, where they usually show like for the ads, like with like the Chemy cards of like that are gonna be featured in the episode. Just
the eye catch
like,
after the opening.
Yeah, just the giant fucking Chemy card. For a second, I forgot.
I'm sure
that was supposed to be the eye catch.
Everyone watching, you, me, everyone, I'm sure, for at least half a second thought, oh my god, there's just a giant card in the episode next to the egg.
And then I saw it moving, and I went, oh.
I too thought that was part of the episode at first. It was like, okay, what's going on?
And it's like, oh wait, that was the eye catch. Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's giant because it's supposed to be in the foreground, but it's not sitting on anything. So
no.
Like, is someone invisible holding it?
But one thing I wanted to mention from before all that happens is like, so after Hotaro goes into the egg and poofs, we cut back to Minato with the alchemy, and he immediately knows what this is, and he starts pulling it up on the computer. It's like, yes, aha, it's the secret Chemy number 101, Mew.
Mew! Oh my god.
We dreamed of making the world's most powerful Chemy. And we succeeded.
And we didn't do it yet. The main character has to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, main character has to do it.
But apparently...
But no, I loved Nijigon. I love everything about Nijigon. I feel you, Nijigon. I see you, Nijigon. I showed it to my friend Spectre. She immediately said, "Is that Lagiakra?" I
wish I was Nijigon.
I mean, I too, I won't lie. If I had the chance to, and someone was like, you can be potato person or you can be Nijigon, I would be Nijigon.
That was just me making an "I wish I was gone" joke.
Oh.
But that too.
I'm sorry. I thought that was a serious. Oh my god.
No, it's okay. But I just love that. Like, so after Hotaro poofs, the egg immediately transports into what I like to refer to as Plot Rain Alley.
Yeah, last time I saw something like.
Oh my god.
It's the same fucking alley.
Oh, it's like from Build?
Alley. Oh
I think so.
God.
Yeah, with that fucking awesome henshin sequence between him and Bloodstark, that was fucking sick.
So apparently this egg was just something that Fuga put in the driver that's never come up till now.
And yeah,
as a big virtual pets, this one hit me too for that reason as well.
Yeah, Nijigon's just like,
I've been
watching you from inside your driver all along.
I don't think anything the show's done up until this point has even slightly foreshadowed this at all. This feels like an afterthought.
Probably.
But yeah, I will say I also was slightly caught off and then enjoyed the fact that like we didn't get an opening, just the fucking like Stormy logo sequence.
Well, the way that it did that, where it had the color fade out of the logo like it did with the Chemies, was really cool, actually.
Oh no, the logo's dead too!
But yeah,
no, the logo's okay, and so are the Chemies.
But yeah, this it was really kind of cool, like, because Gigist or whatever like tries to like basically just let's crack this egg.
I was gonna make that joke later.
And like I like the he's like trying to get inside the egg, and then like Hotaro's like, what the fuck's going on? And Nijigon's just like, oh, it's okay, we'll be fine in here. You should just stay in here. Like,
let's have a clip show.
Yeah.
No.
So he even like he gets hungry and he's like, oh sorry, I'm hungry. He's like, I can fix that, and then puts him in his like mom's restaurant. His mom makes his like favorite meal.
And then the fucking egg eats the omurice somehow.
No, that's after. That's when Hotaro makes the egg omurice, which I just realized is cannibalism.
No,
what have I done?
What I hated was
for an egg to eat an egg dish.
What I hated though was when he was like talking, like the egg turns and there's just like red chunks on the egg, and I was just like, oh, come on.
That was part of the sauce. Come on.
Yeah, it was blood.
He was lost in the sauce.
Kind of. Just a quick mention aside that Giga summons this like a 5-piece mega amalgam out of 5 random fantastic chemies that he yoinks out of everywhere, and it was Macintaurus, Van Fenrir, Haoden, Gin Griffin, and Don Poseidon.
That is a fucking busy ass amalgam.
Yeah, I feel like
it was pretty cool though.
I feel like we've now just tipped over the point of, all right, this is too much.
No, we peaked with the Hopper 1 amalgam.
The amalgam designs have been amazing and poignant and beautiful up until now, but when you cram this many together, we're kind of losing the point.
I thought it was pretty creepy and body horror-y.
Sure, and I get that's the point.
Say, though, you know what else is horrific? The color of this omurice.
Also that.
I love the carrot shaped like the
it's carrot arrows or carrows.
It looks to me like it's trying to look like Steamhopper's helmet if it had just been in an accident and was bleeding profusely from the head.
No.
Yeah, no. I don't know what the deal is with, because like normally you eat an omurice with ketchup. You see that, and that appears to be like chunky salsa. There also appears to be 2 like half-century eggs on there, and a single cherry tomato, and I have no idea what the horns are.
It just looks like the Gotchard helmet just like going like
like melted and fell into pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will not be surprised if we get premium Bandai egg.
Tamagon.
Talking Tamagon egg.
So when Rainbow Gotchard attacks somebody and defeats them, would that be death? By eggs.
Death by eggs.
Yeah, so we have this whole scene in the kitchen where Hotaro cooks the omurice for the egg, and then for some reason they travel to the final world from Kingdom Hearts 3. And I think
thought was that they went inside Tanjiro's mind from Demon Slayer.
I haven't watched it. But so yeah, the fighting's still happening outside, and I love that like at one point they get warped out of the rain into like a garage scene, and it's like, oh, they warped to get out of the rain, and then they get bashed through a wall and they're immediately right back where they were. So what you're telling me is Gigis warped them about 20 feet that way?
Yep.
Phenomenal cosmic power! Yeah, so Hotaro shows up with the egg after having his fucking morale speech, and then it hatches into Nijigan. The fact that he started off unnamed, honestly, I think wasn't explored enough. Like, Hotaro comes up with the name Tamagon almost immediately.
Tamagon, yeah.
And then when he comes out of the egg, he decides himself that his name is Nijigan.
Sure.
This is the vibe I get watching that whole thing. It's just like he hatches, and then Hotaro looks at him and I'm like, I'm gonna name you Agumon.
I also really like how they cleverly made the Nijigan, because like you have to use 2 cards in the Gotcha driver, so I just like that the second card is just the breath of like his fire.
Why did the 2 cards come like attached to each other?
Because why not? Whatever.
It looks so flimsy, and then he just like boop pulls them apart. And you can tell that they clearly did purposefully avoided programming the Rainbow Gotchard sounds into the driver, because when he puts the flame and the Nijigan cards into the driver, it says extra and special.
Yep.
And then we get
not want to spoil shit anymore.
Then we get the shiny, glorious, rainbowy debut of Kamen Rider Rainbow Gotchard.
It pretty.
I love Rainbow Gotchard. He still looks very Epcot, like Epcot Center from
the
80s.
only thing I will say that I like about it is I like the way the helmet looks from the profile side, like with the fucking arrows. From the front, I hate it. From the front, I don't like anything about the suit, but I like the way the angles of the helmet look from the side.
Okay, I think we need to do Decker the honor of unmuting him just so he can tell us his thoughts on Rainbow
Oh,
Gotchard.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Please don't hate it.
Of course not.
Where is he? There.
Just need you go, Caster. All right, Decker, you are unmuted, sir.
Holy fucking shit!
I think he likes it.
Oh my god, you should have been there when I watched the episode. I was just freaking the fuck out the whole time.
I could just see you like posting the super nut gif like 50 times.
I don't know what to say. It looks fucking cool.
It's very pretty. I really like I'm glad we got to see it in action. I just want to say that rider kick. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Kai brings up a good point. We should like during the henshin, Nijigan goes full fucking
He just gets giant for no reason.
hologram Godzilla.
He's basically Godzilla. He's just baby Godzilla. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's baby Rainbow Godzilla.
Just like, did no one else see that?
I think they did because there's a part in the henshin where all like the other characters were like looking behind Hotaro, like they weren't looking at him.
Yeah.
I also think it's really adorable that like you could see the whole time like Rene just has like the biggest fucking smile on her face because she's just so fucking happy for him.
Because the entire episode she blamed herself for like letting
Yeah,
Hotaro
she thought that it was her fault. Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, and back to Rainbow Gotchard. Holy fucking shit. I love his powers, and I'm very, very hyped for next episode because of what the preview showed us.
I will say, his like rainbowy rider kick with the sound effects, I kind of like that.
Oh, that was music to my fucking ears. I just love hearing that ding, 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 ding. Like, it's so cool.
Okay, so one of the powers for Rainbow Gotchard, he can freely use alchemy willy-nilly.
He used alchemy! Hooray!
He is able to use the waters to make a force field. He's able to teleport from one area to another, and then he's able to bend metal. And he can turn a trident into a sword.
I love how he was like,
I figured out alchemy's like cooking.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, oh, it's like cooking. You turn things into other things. Yes!
I'm like,
we've been trying to tell you this since episode 1!
Hojo, you're a dumbass, but you're an adorable dumbass.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah, and I just like.
Please don't cook with metal beams, though.
And I think the reason why Nijigan acted the way it is because he kind of took a little bit of Hotaro's like character trait.
Yeah, I think it like syncs up with his mental state because it's so connected to him.
Yeah. And the jingle for Rainbow Gotchard. I love it. I love the jingle for Rainbow Gotchard.
Very fun.
I think they said Gotchard too many fucking times, but then every form does that.
Also, I fucking called it. He revived the dead Chemies.
As if there was any doubt.
I don't know. Decker last week was just like, no, that's not gonna fucking happen. I'm like, of course.
I said it will probably take like one more episode.
He goes
but
full.
Then he brought the Hopper Malcolm the moment I said that.
He goes full Paper Mario color splash and restores the color to the Chemies with the power of rainbow. Although I have to mention, and I think I mentioned this briefly last week, why is the rainbow form completely devoid of green?
At this point,
I don't care.
I'm sorry.
No.
But you know what would have been, what would have absolutely killed me if like Hopper 1 showed up riding Skibbos.
Yeah, just
in all honesty, I kept thinking like Hopper's gonna be so jealous.
That's what I've been waiting to talk about this. I just like the way Nijigon acts after coming out of his shell. It's just like, haha, I'm the main mascot character now, bitches! Rah! And then Hopper One shows up. It's like, oh, I got a new partner while you were dead. I thought
he's actually my final form.
Okay.
it's complicated. We're gonna have to share the highlight, the spotlight. I'm sorry. I hope you can understand. This is now a poly arrangement.
Oh, that's so cute, Emma. That's so fucking cute.
I'm really bad at drawing like robot things, so.
Also, I feel like this is going to be an example of what happened if you have a Pokemon and a Digimon. Because
I kind of feel that way.
Hopper
Oh
One
my
is
God.
Pikachu, and then Nijigon came out of a neck like most Digimon.
Like I said, it's Agumon.
Also,
Yeah, it's Agumon.
Hopper can't speak anything except its own name, whereas Nijigon can speak full sentences.
So now I want there to be an ongoing fucking rivalry between Hopper One and Nijigon for Hotaro's favorite. Chemy amorous.
It's, you know what? It's okay because as Reiwa tradition does, his fucking final episode form thing's gonna be just fucking Steam Hopper, but some fancy version of it.
Probably.
I'd see, like, it pissed me off why they do that in the Reiwa era, but at least with Revice, they did it in a really clever way because it was like, oh, their ultimate armor.
Because we're getting because we're getting rainbow copies of Chemy now, I'm predicting rainbow Steam Hopper.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And okay, I'm just gonna post preview pictures now, but
This is not the plan. Now there are 3 of them.
Yeah, so apparently,
God damn it.
once Hocho gets all 101, which there's only 2 Chemis left, he will have access to the ability of summoning his other forms. And if my theory is correct, these other forms are actually being controlled by the Chemis themselves.
That's cool.
That's cool.
So my theory went
humanoid forms.
So my theory from the very beginning of Gotchard, because one of the things I noticed about the Chemis is that they all have compound eyes. So my head went, oh, are they like somewhat riders? And I think they are now.
So they're doing the same thing that the Imagine and the Damashis from Ghost did.
Except,
Oh yeah.
in my opinion, way cooler.
Except there are two per suit.
I'm just glad to see Gold Mechanicer back. I fucking love that form.
And
It's so big.
They have like rainbow like eyes, and they have a very colorful furnace, and their scarf is now like not white.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got to
because rainbow and all that.
Got to differentiate them somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and also Spanner found out that the black fire came from Gigas.
Oh, yeah.
Surprise.
That just like, I'm sorry, but this Spanner's so fucking shit.
It's just like, great. Now what? What does that lead to?
Once he became Kamen Rider Valvorad, I just kind of was just like, oh yeah, that's a really cool rider suit. And now
Like I've been saying, Necrom Syndrome.
Yeah, that's true.
Moving on.
It's cool.
Valvorad's so cool. Get another form, maybe we'll talk.
I mean, he is going to get another form.
Show Valvorad. No.
All right, so that's Gotchard.
Thank you, Decker. I just wanted to hear your opinions on Rainbow Gotchard. So.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll move myself now.
Thank you for joining us.
Take care, dude.
Yeah, Rainbow Gotchard. It is a gorgeous final form. They definitely fucking nailed it. I will say, like, I think they've nailed every single final form except Cross Saber. I think Cross Saber is the only one that I think's like not good.
I maintain my.
I just keep forgetting Majade's name for some reason, just calling her Rene.
I maintain my stance that featuring Saber should have been the final form.
Yes, I agree on that. But yeah, like 0-2, super badass. Ultimate Revice, super fucking cool. Geats 9, dope. Rainbow Gotchard, so pretty. So
you'd think I'd like it considering how very blue it is, but it's just not doing it for me that much.
I understand, but I just look at this and I'm like, you're no Wizard Infinity style, but
Oh
like,
God, no. It's
still pretty. It's very, very rainbowy. Like, cause I really like I like colorful, shiny things as well. So it does check off a couple of my boxes. So
I think the most I can say is I'm happy everyone likes it.
Yeah, see, like, look at this shit. Like cross saber. Like, I just don't like the cross saber. Like, at least with 0-2, like, sure, it looks like 0-1, but at least it has like a cool flair. Literally, cross saber is just Brave Dragon, just with a coat of paint on it.
All right, moving on.
Brave Dragon without thinking racist dragon notes.
All right, moving on.
Change.
So, this was an episode.
Mira is flipping amazing.
Mira is awesome.
Everyone needs a friend like Mira.
Yeah.
She was great, but I think this is clearly a Shashiro-focused episode. Holy shit.
It is, and he likes aquatic animals. I feel him on that one.
Yeah, he likes going to... basically... Apparently, during his spy days, he was having he was a nervous wreck because he always thought apparently he heard a noise when he was recovering from an injury, and then it was just a pigeon, and he's just like, okay, I gotta get out of this fucking business. This is fucking tormenting me. And he stumbled upon this aquarium, and he decided to check it out, and apparently it saved his life, essentially. He's just I don't think I would be here now if it wasn't for this place. And he apparently has an annual pass, and
he
goes
knows
to
the
all
sea lions by name.
Yep.
Yeah, Olivia. I think Olivia was one of them, and then I forgot the other one.
Yeah, the other one was a Japanese name, but I forget. But Olivia was one of them.
But yeah, so the whole focus of this episode is he's jealous that Gemba managed to bond with Boom Boom Safari, so he really wants to bond with Boom Boom Marine. So
I just love that scene where after Shashiro says don't meddle, and then we just cut to Mira with a face that's just gonna gonna meddle.
Mira, again, this is what Mira does. She stated it in the first episode. She does things her way, and if that includes helping her allies, she's gonna fucking do it. She's gonna meddle. So,
how about I do anyway?
So the monster of the week, I really liked this monster of the week.
Reggie boy.
Yeah, so Itasha puts the key into a fridge, and we get the Reizoko Maju, which is genuinely terrifying. Except, how are people gonna scream and give you gasoline if they're frozen?
No, but I really liked. I liked what this monster was. So it's a fridge, but what's cool is its head is the freezer. But it's supposed to look like a cold gust of air, cold air coming out from the freezer when you open it. And so it makes tentacles, and I really liked that. I thought it was really clever.
Also voiced by Carantula from Kira Major.
Oh, that's why it sounded familiar.
Oh, he's done a lot of voices.
I like Carantula. I miss Carantula.
So the episode's pacing felt a little weird because fucking Boon Boon Killer Robo comes back pretty early in the fucking episode, newly equipped with their own versions of Off-Road and Wagon.
It was literally just for the other Boonboomgers to have something to do while Shashiro and Mira kind of helped were the focus. So that's all.
I love while the two Megazords are fighting, I love that at one moment Killer Robo just pulls Boom Boom Fall Nelson. Also, I love that while the monster of the week is shooting its ice blast attacks, when they land, they explode into fire. All right.
Yeah, cold fire. Come on.
The fridge is broken.
The fridge is very broken.
But I will say I have mad respect for Shashiro, like being very dedicated to the aquarium, because like he gets his ass kicked so much, and then like you see like the monster like just trying to like get closer, and he just like latches onto his leg, and he's like, I am not letting you fucking take another fucking step. And I'm like, yeah. That's
also,
awesome.
just the balls he had, just is like, everyone go fight the Megazord. I'll solo the Mooks and Monster of the Week.
And Taya's just like, that.
Fucking all right.
Cool, man. You do you.
Yeah. Just like, so Mira decides to go help, and Genba pulls out of nowhere just like some random fucking tire chains, and I'm like, oh, what are those gonna be used for? That must be some sort of like trap plan. Mira just shows up and starts whapping him in the fucking face with
And he's just like, that's not what you use tire chains for.
I don't care! I do things my way! Whap!
No, and now I'm just thinking of I'm thinking of the episode of Adventure Time when like Finn's just kind of had it like being told what the fuck to do, so he just decides to go on this random adventure, and the whole episode he just goes my way, and he just does like all the, I can't remember like the whole context of the episode, but I just remember just the whole time Finn just going my way.
What boggled me is like, after that scene happens, at no point does anyone explain what the actual fucking plan with the tire chain was.
And then
So
and
now,
then they
no. Now I want this to happen every fucking episode. Genba is the procurer. I want every fucking episode Genba to pull a random device, item, bauble, whatever out of his procurement sack, hand it to Mira, and her immediately misuse it in a way that is absolutely not intended, but somehow saves the day.
Oh no, that
Procurement
absolutely
sack.
100%.
If they made that an ongoing bit, that would be the greatest fucking thing in this entire show.
Oh yeah, no, and again, it's just like that's what makes Mira so great. Is she's unpredictable.
Just like
And
every
it's
week
great.
we get to look forward to, what's Genba gonna pull out of a sack this week?
Jerry says the procurement sack.
And every now and then he pulls out a power up or something actually fucking useful. It's like, oh, I pulled a gotcha today.
It's just like Mary Poppins' fucking handbag.
This fucking bag is a gotcha. He just pulls random shit, and every now and then he gets an SSR.
It's just a heavy RNG bag.
Right? It's like a bag of holding. Oh my god, I want this so bad.
This Sentai is so fucking great, you
I'm
guys.
Genba Poppins, yo.
I'm Kevin Poppins, y'all. The Ken bag of holding. There you go. That's the episode.
Oh my god.
It has like nothing to do with the actual content of the episode.
Right?
So how do they defeat the monster, you ask? Oh, you know, they just channel their inner fucking sea lion.
By ice skating.
No, legit, I fucking loved how they did this. It was so fucking well done.
They slide along the ice like sea lions.
You see like the spirit of the sea lions and like, it was so fucking hilarious. I loved it. You know what? I'm gonna have to.
Marine's power is it just shoots dolphins?
One
We'll
of
get to that.
one of Kelly's favorite animals of all time are like seals and sea lions, so I have to
Me
fucking
too.
show her this episode. I
Nice.
have to show her this. She'll love it.
I also love that, like, as Blue and Pink escape into the tunnel, the monster's like, I won't let you get away. And then they get away.
Yep.
But Shashiro finally acknowledged Mira formally as a teammate. Hooray!
And that's just like, this is the first I've ever seen you with respect, like respected you, and she's just like, just now.
Yeah, you think episode 2 he did, but apparently not. So.
I feel like I should be more cheesed off about this, but whatever. We got a monster to kill.
Yeah, so then we get the debut of Boonboomger Robo Monster, and it's dope.
I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love the head. The
And
giant
it's-
head's fucking sick.
And its fucking finisher, or what I like to refer to it as, Vom Dolphins.
It just pukes dolphins. Yeah.
That was so weird for a Hisatsu, but it works. All right.
So then, like, Shashiro decides to like give like a bouquet of flowers to Marine, but then Marine like rejects it, and Shashiro's like, "But I thought we patched things up. I thought we were good and stuff." And then it seems that he's like Marine's also very like holding of their feelings, like Shashiro is. So they're basically the same.
My dude, why are you trying to give a car a bouquet of flowers?
Because when this man puts his mind to something, he wants it, and he'll do everything in his power to get it.
The monster finisher is Boondorio with seasickness.
No, Shashiro has immense willpower. I love it. I love that about him.
He has immense willpower. He's a very good spy, and he has the social graces of a sponge.
No, but the man has so much determination. He could be the protagonist of Undertale.
Nah,
What?
I like that.
Well, I mean, isn't that what the main character of Undertale is all about? Like lots of determination.
Sure.
Lane, you're the main character.
You just don't get it.
You had to be there, man.
Play Undertale Yellow.
Out now.
It's not canon. Don't play it.
I liked it. It feels like a real game.
No, Emily, I love that. Just don't play it. It's not canon.
It's probably the most opinionated thing I've heard you say ever.
It'll confuse the actual universe that Toby Fox created.
Toby Fox signed off on it. He supports it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did approve. Anyways.
Oh.
So yeah, really great episode. I'm glad Shashiro, like, I just felt like I always kind of felt like, oh yeah, no, Joe is best boy. I love that, like, earlier in the episode, like, Boondorio does like a yay, and like you just see Joe go like, ah, like scream out loud. I was like, that's my favorite.
Also, we should mention that during the fight before they switch into Robo Monster, at one point they're like, push the monster away with the Iron Lane.
Yeah, the Iron Lanes. I was like, oh, that might be a potential name for myself, but nah.
No, then people would associate you with Iron Man.
I mean, I do like Iron Man. He's probably my favorite Marvel hero.
But do you want that to be your whole bit?
Well, no, I'd just explain to people then. I'd be like, no,
I know. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, next week's episode is going to be about a fossil Maju that apparently doesn't want to fight, so I guess Joe protects it.
Yay, as a Joe do best.
Yeah. Did anyone else catch at literally the last frame of the episode preview a shot of a fucking T-Rex? Was that just in my episode? Maybe the subbers didn't cut the episode off before a commercial break started.
Maybe, I don't know.
Or maybe I'm just.
I think this flu was getting.
I was gonna say I think the flu's driving me crazy. Oh fuck! All right.
Feature topic time.
Are you gonna be joining us, Emily, or not?
Nope.
Okay,
Thank you very much for having me for the episode, though.
Yep.
Cool and great.
All right, thank you, Emily. We love you so much.
Yeah, take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye. All right, feature topic.
It was his dog. It was his dog from when he was a kid. There, I saved you an hour and a half boobless hours.
They never once during all of Geats' run ever implied that he had a fucking dog.
No.
This feels like the Gotchard writers got their hands on Ace and went, let's do this.
It was his fucking dead dog.
I can't fucking believe the gall.
Like they show this. No, the movie opens with like this like guy with like his dog, and I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? And then it just like it clicked in with me like later in the movie, and I'm just like, okay.
And the dog's name was Constantine.
Yeah, and that's why like when he's the Geats Chemy, he goes, I will say the Geats Chemy was fucking adorable as shit.
I couldn't stop looking at the weird eyes. I'm sorry.
Well, it's because it's supposed to be like Geats 9 or whatever like that, but
No, but like the black parts around the actual eyes were really weird.
yeah, it's a kitsune. What do you want? So I think it's been so long since I've watched like an hour and a half long toku thing, because like the things we've watched in recent years have just either been like 40 minutes to like an hour max.
This movie needed to learn what pacing means. Oh my god.
This movie did not need to be an hour and a half long. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
There was one point where they defeat Cross Wizard and it's like, all right, cool, everything's good now. And then, nope, we're going again. Round 2. All right, here's another new form.
Rainbow.
But we're getting way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. So basically, like to state my opinions on this movie, it was all right.
Yeah, there were a couple of cool things, but let's put it this way: I passed out in the middle of the movie and had to go back 10 minutes.
Woof.
Woof.
So I don't know. I just feel like crossover movies. This just wasn't a good crossover movie in my opinion.
I was fully ready for Ace to turn out to be like a fake Ace the whole time, and I thought that the Geats Chemy was the real Ace who actually did get transformed, and it was going to be like a fake out.
That was the last movie. Well, that was Ace from the future, which I still can't believe I didn't fucking.
Albino Ace.
Clock in about that. Yeah, I was just like, wait, it's Ace from the future. Oh, okay. But I will say one of the highlights for this movie for me was I liked how much like I'm glad we got like kind of mischievous like Dick Ace that we got from like the early Geats. Like I like that version. No, that's my favorite version of Ace when he was just like cocky, like star of the stars. Like I loved that version of him. He was so cool. He had so much swagger on him. I love that.
He was the best, and he knew it.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's our villain. Fuck, dude.
We'll get to that. I have to highlight the scene where like. Okay, so the rest of Gotchard crew.
They were cute.
The rest of the Gotchard crew goes ghost hunting in a cafe, and Hotaro's fucking overslept because he's a fucking teenager. So he wakes up, and his mom confronts him about his bad grades at actual fucking high school, which is just mind blowing. Because like, oh my god, are we actually paying attention to high school things for this high school character in this high school show?
And it wasn't even like Hotaro wasn't even mad at the fact that like she found the test scores or whatever like that. He was mad that she went into his room to like find them,
which is a valid thing for a teenager to be upset about, I think.
Yeah, but then I think he went a bit too overboard because he was like calling her like an idiot and stuff
went,
like that.
Holy fucking shit! He went absolutely aggro on his own mom, and then like. The mom was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. Sleep in. Skip school. I don't care. Go do your stupid gotcha bullshit. Whatever. Yeah. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there like, you fucking asshole. Your mother is a sweet, sweet woman. How dare you talk to her that way?
I was like, holy shit. Is this the runaway arc?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So then, like, yeah, they're chasing this Chemy, and then like they manage to like capture it thanks to like the others being there and or whatever, and then
Rene drops the fucking trash can on it.
Yeah, and then they capture it, and then Hotaro's like, "All right, let's go capture this Chemy." We literally just captured it. What?
Yeah, this is still early in the show when Hotaro was a mostly useless fucker outside of the rider battles.
I think it's somewhere like because he had X-Rex, so
yeah.
So like the mid tens, I think.
Yep. So wizard themed Jamato show up, who we learn are under the control of Cross Wizard.
The cute little fire spells.
And of course, Inrun, Michi, Neon, and Keiwa to take care of them, as well as Ace up top, who does this badass Magnum Boost henshin.
Yep.
I thought it was a really nice touch when Geats went Monster Magnum, and then Gotchard Ant Wrestler walks by and goes, "Hey, nice colors."
Yeah, no, I like that. Like both the strong forms have like the same color set. That was really cute.
Yep. Buffa dropping a mook onto his sword to trigger the charge was a nice one.
Yeah, and of course, I knew him and fucking Spanner were gonna like team up and stuff, and they were gonna be like cocky, fucking egotistical assholes to each other. And I was like, all right, boys,
purple anti-hero, angsty, power themed. Yeah,
they're just having a big dick contest. Like that was it.
Except one of them was a Pokemon card for half of it.
And Buff is the cooler one anyway. So
we got to see Gold Mechanister.
Yes, I'm so happy we got to see that form again. It's so fucking cool. It's my favorite Gotchard form.
The shot of Monster doing its giant fist attack and then Gotchard standing on top of it. That was funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And he's like, what the fuck?
So they all meet up on the roof, and then the 5 X-Star Chemies all show up at once as if they were like a rival gang.
Yeah, so like we had Exceed Fighter, we had Extra Cell, X Fortress, or 10 Fortress, I think it was called. Yeah,
and Extra. The tree one is pronounced Zegdrasil, apparently.
Yeah, it had a very deep female voice to it.
Yeah, 10 Fortress, Exceed Fighter, Lixian, Beetle X. Yeah. And then
but yeah.
That's when Cross Wizard from around the corner uses their magic and turns Neon, Buffa, and Tycoon into Chemies, but not Ace for reasons we find out at the end of the movie.
I have those cards. They're awesome.
Yeah, I have the Cross Wizard card.
I like that Buffa was just like, I'm a buffalo? No! Oh, I guess that makes sense.
It's weird that out of the 3 of them, he's the most level-headed. It's like, yeah, no, this tracks.
They're all really cute though, but like I don't know, it's weird how they were way more expressive and shit, like being in these Chemy forms. Like it was weird. Like as voice actors, they were like they nailed it. It was so great.
I have the neon. I have the Buffa one because I have Baroba, and I have the neon one as well as Kyun, but I don't think I have Tycoon.
I don't think I have Tycoon either.
But yeah, they find this abandoned alchemy academy test site, and I swear to God, one of the props looks like a painted Shugatum throne.
Also, I like the little mini 10 Fortress. It's so cute.
Oh, that was adorable, and I want it. Like a little remote control tank thing.
Where's the premium Bandai remote control 10 Fortress? Come on.
Let's go.
It's so cute. But yeah, I think the highlight for the movie for me was just Ace dicking around Hotaro the whole fucking time. It was so great. And like I love just the whole time Hotaro he spends the whole movie just going like, we're gonna fucking show that Ace, he's fucking boss, we fucking trick him. And like so like you see him with Keiwa, he's
wait, hold on. Jerry in the chat is listing the voice actors for the star Chemies. Fucking 10 Fortress was Tomokazu Sugita? I love him even more.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Awesome. Lixian is Dogranio from Lupat. Zegdrasil was Nigel and Decker. Beetlex was Jade and Yuki. That's crazy.
Oh, wow. Oh, yay. Ride Commons. Never thought I'd hear that again.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, there's this like fun shot where Hotaro and Tycoon they're trying to like sneak around or whatever like that to get to the fortress, and like you can clearly see
before we get into them chasing down the Chemies, the concept once they've all assembled here is Cross Wizard introduces himself and posits this game to them to be played where each of the 5 star Chemies are behind a door. And they have to capture them all. They make a mention of something that has been said in the show about level 10s cannot be subjugated. A couple of them get pretty subjugated, so I don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah. But yeah, so they had to like chase them down. But yeah, like I was saying before, like I just liked like Hotaro and Tycoon Keiwa try to be like super sneaky, but like they just do a shot of like Ace just like looking over down at them, just being like, you fucking idiots.
I love how fucking petty Hotaro is, where he decides, fuck this door, I'm gonna follow Ace through his door.
Yeah, and then Ace, he did exactly what Ace wanted. He's like, I knew he would fall for it.
Yep. So we get Hotaro plus Tycoon. We get Spanner plus Buffa, who chased down Lixian in the factory. We get Renge, Sabi, and Neon fighting Exceed Fighter at a beach. And then Rene, Ace, and the Geats Chemy go after 10 Fortress.
The fucking bullshit Buffa fucking did, like, he got turned into a card. And then, like, he's trying to, like, help Spanner, so he, like, activates the Velvet Rusher, whatever, puts himself in it, locks it back in to activate like a Buffa-themed zombie Hisots attack thingy, and I'm just like, okay, you shouldn't be able to do anything as a card.
That was interesting. And then
bullshit.
Then when they're in the factory fighting Lixian, fucking Spanner puts Buffa in the Valverizer and summons him as a Chemy, which spawns him back into his human rider form. And then just...
Yeah, so that's why, like, I saw them, they're like, oh man, I hate being in this form, and then they, like, turn them into their rider forms, like why don't you guys just take off your buckles and you can turn back?
I expect it probably wouldn't work that way.
Also, we saw I think Sean, like Tom Constantine's character. We got to see him.
Yeah, when they come up to catch Exceed Fighter, they need a quote-unquote spot for a jet plane to land. So Neon uses her connections to rent a fucking jet runway, and John is the dude in the yellow running the fucking signals.
I was sad they couldn't. I guess they couldn't get Ben.
I don't know.
You gotta, no, they're a package deal.
No, I know. I'm saying I don't know why they couldn't get him.
Yeah. Oh well.
At least we got one of them.
Yeah. But
I love the plan where, like, they try and catch it at mid-flight. So Neon uses this fucking, like, musical bug net that she spawns. And Exceed Fighter just, like, flies into it, and he's caught in it for a couple seconds. And at that point, I'm like, fucking mash the Chemy Riser, catch it! But no, they just stand there gawking, and then Exceed Fighter fucking takes back off, dragging Neon with it into the sky.
Yeah, and then they find her in the sand, and she's just like, oh my god, this sucks! I fucking hate this!
You should be dead!
Yeah, they, like, eventually catch Exceed Fire with chains, but then, like, Neon feels bad about, like, it's like, no, you shouldn't capture it this way, and he lets it go, and then that, for some reason, he goes, okay, I'll go in the card.
See, this is what I thought they were leading to. Because they mentioned that level 10s cannot be subjugated, I thought the idea was that they had to befriend all of them in order to get them to willingly join, but that's not what happens with all of them. Spanner and Buffa just get Lixian to spend all of its electricity, and then bam, it's in the card. That looks pretty subjugated!
Are you subjugated yet?
And also a thing with Yggdrasil happens, but I passed out for that part, and don't remember.
I don't remember, honestly, either. It was so, like, it really sucks. Like, the day the only time I can watch these feature topics again is, like, in the morning, so I'm just like, it's like 8:30 in the morning for me, and I'm just like, I have no brain power to just,
the next thing I remember is that they were running through the hallway of that castle that they used in Geats for those episodes with the isekai, and then it looped because he kept hitting the trap button.
Yep.
And then there was the tiny 10 Fortress remote control tank thing, which was its apparent true essence. So I guess they were inside of 10 Fortress in the hallway.
Yeah, I think that was the intention.
Yeah. I love it, like, the first time he gets bopped on the head with the deadpan, and the second time it was just a fucking trapdoor.
And then they trap and, like, fall in, like, a water trap at some point, and they're wet.
Yep.
And then fucking Kawa being an idiot, like, they're sitting at, like, a fire, and then he just, like, his tail catches on fire, and I'm like, you guys are dorks.
I just see that, and I was like, my tail's on fire! Help! Just full knuckles.
Pairing Hotaro and Kawa together, that was a very good match.
Genius.
Because, like, they're both fucking lovable idiots.
Yep.
Eventually they capture all of them, and then they're like, oh, we played your game, X-Wizard, and
they fucking pacify Beetle X by getting Beetle X over to Yggdrasil because it wanted to drink Yggdrasil's sap.
Sap.
Okay. Really weird, but all right.
Yeah, and so like X Wizard's like, oh, you beat my game. Okay, well, here you go, guys. You got me. All right. And then they're like, yeah.
And now for your real reward, me.
So then they all like celebrate and they all go their separate ways, and I'm like,
I knew what was happening immediately. I could tell, like, oh, this is an illusory good ending shit that they're doing. I see what's happening.
Yeah, no. As soon as I like, so it's like
6 months later. Whoa! I did all the cards.
I captured all the Chemies, and then like he gets like this really sweet ass fucking alchemist uniform.
Man, fucking rocks it. I must admit.
But they stood on that shot of him for cheering for too long, and I actually had to look away because his face was so awkward.
He's like, yeah!
And I'm like, no, I gotta stop looking at this.
And then he gets back to his kitchen, and it's like,
1,000 dead puppies.
that's a smiling Kaiba moment.
I have not seen like this cringe since probably like Human Chaser. With the best spit take you'll ever see ever.
And like his mom is all, oh, don't worry about studying. You go back to sleep. Do whatever you want.
Hopper 1 fucking starts talking.
It took me a minute to realize, it's talking.
And you have to remember that's just Seichan from fucking Zenkaiger. So.
Yeah, I think that's why it took me a second.
Yeah, it was the burb.
Fucking Neon's chasing her prince. Michi's the boss of his work crew. Keiwa's a cop who gets confessions with Tanuki Sova. Rene's home with her dad!
No, but I love the one with Buffa because he's like, I got it, guys. I got the A6 fucking beef, and they're like, let's fucking go.
Beef.
I mean, I heard, I like apparently that is like a Japanese thing where there's something like the legendary like A6 beef.
All right.
Clearly it doesn't go that high or something like that. There's like no such thing.
But you know what I think Cross Wizard missed out on, which would have been amazing? You know what would have made this illusion perfect? If he brought Hotaro's dad home.
Oh no. But then we won't get the oh, you miss your dad pancakes. It's okay, summer movie, we'll see him. We'll see the dad. He's got to show up at some point. Like, come on.
Yeah. But so fucking Hotaro realizes it's fake, walks out the door, and drops into the fucking rainbow space.
Just like that Rainbow Skittles gum commercial.
Yeah. Albino Ace floats over. Hey, first time?
Yeah, it's the Ace jump scare. It's up.
So it turns out Cross Wizard isn't bad inherently. It loves playing with humans. It was just woefully misled by Kugimiya, the inspector dude.
Let's get into him. So,
okay, they never really fully confirmed this, but the scenes that I saw, I'm pretty sure Kugimiya fucking murdered those children she was playing with.
Oh no. But yeah, so apparently this guy was like an original like DGP participant
2,000 years ago.
He got his ass fucking kicked by Ace, or like one of the incarnations of Ace. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, aren't you gonna fucking kill me? Like that's what you're supposed to do. And Ace
do it, like, kill me.
You're not even worthy of killing. And then he walks away from him. And so apparently he hated him, Ace, so fucking much, he literally did all this just so he could invoke his revenge on Ace.
He has been searching for Ace for 2,000 years and never found him because he kept reincarnating.
That's so fucking funny. And you know what? It's such an Ace thing too. Just like, I'll just keep reincarnating. They'll never find me.
Ain't I a stinker?
Ain't I a stinker? Hello, like I said, Geats was overall mid as a Kamen Rider show, but like Ace is just so fucking cool.
Yeah. And you know Kugimi is serious because he snaps in half the little brush that he's been polishing his ring with nonstop.
Oh, that like, I get it, dude, but like, come the fuck on.
Like, you needed that. Where are you gonna get another brush at this hour?
Yeah, your ring gets dirty.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
So he captures Cross Wizard and merges with her into the Cross Wizard Amalgam, which then puts everyone on the planet into a nightmare.
I love it. It's like amalgam head, but like set on fire. So
it's literally a fireball spell that is being cast by the Wizard Amalgam. Again, Amalgam designs are amazing.
Yeah, except for the one we got in the Rainbow Gotcha episode.
Yeah, generally.
So again, we also got like the Geats Chemy. It's pretty fucking cute. I like how they had this like really weird CGI abomination version of it, but then they had this really cute practical one, which was like adorable.
And it is voiced by a VTuber. I forget which one, but it's a one.
And so of course Ace like it's weird. So he sees the Geats Chemy and he's like, oh, I'm not a pet person.
Yeah, now we know why, because his fucking dog died.
Yeah, so I guess he just like suppressed that memory.
He just never had a pet ever again after that.
Yeah. No, Keiwa was his pet.
Ooh. So in order to combat the magical effects of Cross Wizard's Nightmare game, Minato pulls out the Sun and Unicorn, and now we get to the shit that I've been waiting for this movie. The debut of Kamen Rider Majade.
That's alright.
So she willingly succumbs to the nightmare curse so that she can go into her dream, talk to her father in her dream, who in her dream powers up her ring and allows her to just spawn the alchemist driver out of fucking nowhere.
Yep.
That's where her driver comes from. Her own dreams.
Yep. She
Come
used
on!
She used alchemy to make it.
At least if that's the case, say so!
That you know what? That actually would have been so fucking cool if she just used alchemy to make a rider belt. That'd be sick.
Not one comment from anyone on why it's a copy of the Gotchard driver, why it's similar, what the different pieces come from. Fucking nothing! It just shows up and she does the shit. She does smooks twice, which is cool. But God.
I just don't care.
It's so underwhelming.
I know. And then, yeah, so, I don't know. I was like, cool. Like, the magic of it was already gone because, like, I saw her in the show already.
Yeah,
so
we would it's because we're not Japanese living in Japan. If we were part of the audience and we saw this shit in chronological order, we would probably be enjoying it way more. But unfortunately, that is just not the way the dice fall.
Yep.
When you make a new writer for your series whose debut is in the movie, it's gonna fuck this up for us.
So yeah, so this movie just keeps fucking going, and like it just came to like down to like, oh, all the writers had to have something to do, so they're all just like fighting a bunch of fucking random mooks. And
there's a bunch of wizard Jamatos, and then there's some actual Jamato riders for no reason. So fucking Majade goes Sun Unicorn and literally nukes several waves of mooks with just like the pulse of her energy. And at no point in the movie do they mention any of the reasons about why she can't henshin for the next 10 episodes in the movie. But I guess it's just like, oh, all that energy she used nuking mooks was, I guess, too much.
Oh, no, it's okay. She made it out of her dream. She could just dream up the energy and fucking do it again.
Why not?
Oh,
but yeah,
Gotchard's so complicated, man.
She does her Nova finisher, which defeats the Cross Wizard Amalgam, and all the people awaken. And then we see Fuga in the real world for some reason, who immediately just tuxedo masks away.
But my work here is done, but you didn't do anything.
Whoosh.
Didn't I?
He was there in her dream, but why is he now in the waking world? That shouldn't be a thing.
What? You know what? I'm starting to think Rene's dad isn't real.
But what does that mean for her? Is she half dream?
It's crazy. We still haven't seen her mother yet.
Nope.
I'm literally waiting still for them to just go, oh, Rine was made by alchemy.
Oh my god, they would totally do that.
The best fucking twist to the show
That's
ever.
the kind of shitty writing they would relegate to a female character.
No, it's like almost the equivalent of when you found out like Koyomi's the fucking Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah,
Wizard.
That's
like,
exactly the same shit they'd pull.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, like, I get the linguistics behind it, but having Gotchard give the nickname Kuroti to Cross Wizard doesn't sound great in English because now her name is Crotchy.
Okay, hear me out on this.
Her name is Crotchy now.
Yeah, no, I kept hearing Crotchy too. I'm like, oh. I'm like, well, where did you get this name from and why?
Because Kuros Wizard. Kurochi.
Sure. Hotaro, sit down. No, but you know what I'm just thinking? I'm like, I know we have like the theory that Gigist is like using like Garion's way. What if Gigist is just Rina's dad? It would literally this would literally be the same shit that they did in Wizard, where you find out like Wise Man was fucking Koyomi's dad.
I think that's the reason why they won't do that again.
No, because they don't want to recycle the same fucking plot from Wizard.
God knows Gotchard's ripping off so much else already.
Oh, you know what? I just kind of want that to be the thing where it's just like, oh no, either Rine's is just like a human made by alchemy, or Fuga's just not real.
So anyway, they've defeated the Cross Wizard Malgam, and this is when Kugimiya walks up and gives his whole spiel about hating Ace from 2,000 years ago, and then he decides, we're not finished, fucker! Behold, a black hole that sucks up everyone and feeds them into me! And then he becomes the Cross Wizard Malgam again, and then powers up into what is clearly supposed to be another Rider Geats, but it's not, it's the Geats killer.
Oh, I thought it was just like the Geats Malgam.
No, it's called Geats Killer.
That's stupid. They should just make it the Geats Malgam.
Yeah.
Like the Munculus? Yeah.
I love this. In order to stop him so he can do the finishing blow, it's like, haha, I froze your feet to the ground. That'll stop you.
Yeah. See, Decker's saying it's technically amalgam, so.
Sure. It is technically amalgam.
It's the Geats Malgam.
He turns into the Cross Wizard Malgam again first, then he nums all of the people with the black hole and absorbs it into him, which powers him up into the Geats killer. So there is Malgam framework under him. It's that is the exact amount of belt mechanics I'm gonna go into on that.
You know what? That is a thing that honestly, now that I realize that we didn't really get into with Ace's character, was that like he's been reincarnated like all these different lifetimes. But yeah, he would have had to been like be reborn as a baby, eventually like grow up to an adult and like stuff. So it makes sense that like he would have been a kid at some point, but then like where were his parents? Well, like, yeah, where the fuck were his parents? Who was taking care of him when he was a kid? He had a house. We saw he had a house.
The fact that you're mentioning all this makes me wonder, was there a certain point in each of his reincarnations where all of his memories come back to him? Or were they always there immediately in every life, meaning that as a baby, several times he had all of the memories of his previous lives? As a baby, every time.
What's this, like Benjamin Button?
It was like baby geniuses?
Oh god! See, like that's again. That's the problem I have with Geats. Like it should have been more exposition. Would have been nice.
We have a vitally important Arendelle Baby Co.
You're gonna hit down this thing. I'm gonna step down. You're gonna hit me in the gonads. That's my favorite nut shot joke ever in a movie. Cell hates. I hate that. I love that joke so much.
Liechtenstein.
Yeah, so like the Geats Chemy takes like a fucking hit for him, and he's like, and then he's like realizes, oh my god, you're my dog Constantine that I had when I was a kid, and then you got hit by a car, and like we get like a nice happy flashback of like him with this dog just like hanging out, and I'm just sitting there being like, they never mentioned any of this in the show.
This absolutely feels like the Gotchard writers getting their hands on Ace and going, can we write some backstory? Fucking sure.
And the dog.
Dead dog. Dog got truckooned.
And I'm just sitting here I'm like, how dare you guys try to fucking hit me in the feels with a dog? I'm like, I love dogs. I've had several dogs. They're all gone now. Don't push this button.
But yeah, before that, we get the whole thing with so Geats 9 and Gotchard fight against the Geats killer, and we get the X-Assemble card, and Star Gotchard happens. And you know what? It might objectively be kind of a fucking mess, but if you're gonna go for like a Megazord style compilation form, I think they did a fucking banger job with this suit.
I love the fucking Zegdrasil and 10 Fortress legs. They're so cool.
It screams like we wanted to be Forze for 5 minutes.
Yeah, kinda. But honestly, I like this form. It's really cool. It does what it needs to do.
Yeah, it doesn't overstay its welcome. It gets its point out, and then it's gone. I really liked it.
I think they should have used it at least once in the show.
Yeah, maybe just as like a here's what you'll see if you go to the theater.
Yo, imagine a figure out of this. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
They're busy.
So yeah, as they're fighting, Geats Killer goes giant, and then as Geats is about to land the kick to finish him, the fucking absolute rudeness. Just like your wish was to lose to me, right?
I'll make it happen now, bitch.
Oh, we can make that happen now.
Ace just fucking destroys him, and I'm
I
like,
love
yeah.
Ace just goes for maximum style points and does his kick upside down underneath Gotchard at the same time.
Oh no, it's great. Like Ace will always be one of the coolest fucking rider pro tags we've ever gotten.
He doesn't always go for the style points, but when he does, it's fucking rad.
Oh, that highlight of that.
Yep, that truly was the highlight. Yeah. And I love that as they go through him with the double kick, you see Cross Wizard pop out.
So, but then after all this happens, like the Geats Chemy, like we find out like it's the dog, whatever, and it's the one question, like realization popped in my head. I'm like, Ace, you're the god of creation. Can't you just like bring your dog? Why'd you create a world where your dog's still alive?
Or make a new dog.
But like that's the thing. He's the god of creation. He can create any fucking world he wants. So just create a world where his dog's not dead. There you go. Problem solved.
Create a world where the truck learned to drive and get out of the way.
We already know that they built a world where fucking Keiwa's parents came back and then immediately died.
Yeah, reviving people is not off the table.
No, it definitely is not.
But what I couldn't get over was the scene where Ace goes to his house, which again, we've never fucking seen in any other Geats continuity. No. And then just pulls a straight up Kingdom Hearts 3 end of game Sora Power of Waking vanish.
Oh, like, don't remind me of the Kingdom Hearts 3. I think it's so sad.
Just like as he's staring at the doghouse of his dead dog, he just pulls a bye gamers and fucking vanishes. Why?
I don't fucking know.
What was the point of that?
To be symbolic or something.
Was that him dying? Was that him teleporting? Was that him doing? I don't know.
I'm coming to you, Constantine.
I wish to be with you in doggy heaven.
Oh shit. You know what? We're naming this episode "All Cons Go to Heaven." Oh shit. Yeah, anyways, there you go. All this was about was just Ace remembering, oh, I had a dog and he died, and then it's not realizing you're the god of fucking creation. You could just fucking bring your dog back.
And then Hotaro goes home and apologizes to his mom.
And his mom doesn't give a shit. It's just like, I'm just glad you're okay.
Honey,
I love it first though when like he comes in, he's like, oh, if you're gonna sleep over, at least tell me.
I was gonna say, honey, if you're gonna experience a character arc, text me.
Well, yeah, because like that was the thing. Like my parents, like they let me be super like independent when like I was living with them as a teenager, and they didn't care what the fuck I did as long as I let them know what I was doing.
Yeah, but Hotaro was too stupid to text his mother.
Yeah. Welcome to 2024, where everyone has a fucking phone. So. Anyways, this movie was mid. I don't even know if there was a post-credit scene, because as soon as the credits rolled, I just went, oh, thank God, and I turned it off.
Keiwa helped a lady across the street. Neon got a letter from Kyun. Michi continued to work with his crew. Samuri is at the shrine until Outsiders episode 5. There was a bunch of fan-made colorings of Geats and Gotchards, and then the Gotchards ate food.
Cool.
That's it.
Yeah, anyways, this movie was mid. I think the problem I had with it was that it didn't need to be an hour and a half.
Pacing, what's that?
Because usually what they did with these crossover movies is they'd have the first riders, like
the Geats part, the Gotchard part, and then the crossover part.
Yeah, but then like in the first 5 minutes they're like, oh no, here's the Geats part. And
no, this is all one big thing.
Oh, okay.
And then the movie ended and then kept going.
They stopped doing that since Drive Guy. Well, then they stopped with goodness because the Drive Guy movie was sick. There
are good examples and bad examples, and I'm not going to say this movie is irredeemably terrible. There were a lot of things that I enjoyed in it.
There are cool things about it.
But like, I wouldn't rewatch it.
Too long. Yeah, no, I feel like it was way too long.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, my favorite crossover movie still to this day is the Wizard Forze Ultimatum movie.
I was going to say Ultimatum is the top one.
It's perfect. It's so good.
Yeah, so that was a thing.
Ace had a dog. Who knew?
No one. Literally no one. Until you watch the movie.
Who knows? He probably had a cat or some other fucking pet in his other fucking a million incarnations of himself.
Yeah. All right.
I loved him until he died.
It's just like, at least in Dawn Brothers, they said during the show that Momoitaro had a pet beetle.
Oh, I saw something with that in the King Oger Dawn Brothers thing.
Oh, yes.
I cannot wait to see the full fucking scene of that. It's going to be fucking hilarious.
That's a callback. Anyway, that'll be Castranger for the week.
Yep.
As always, a shout out to our currently active patrons, which include our very good friends Blaze, Armorhide, Sentai VT, Midas the Fool, Vegas Bear, and Jackaplier. Thank you very much for supporting what we do.
Yeah. Radio Sentai Castranger?
Yeah, next time on Castranger. It's funny that you mentioned the movie of the King Oger and the Dawn Brothers, because that's the topic for next week.
Oh, fucking excellent. I am looking forward to it so much.
I screamed a lot watching it.
Our two paths are crossing, Ichi, once again. I'm so excited, man. The fucking Dawn Brothers.
I've already seen it. So I've seen both of them. I screamed at both of them for different reasons.
I also saw another scene. I'm not gonna like spoil it, but I saw like Kyoru Gold did something, and I just questioned how and why. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Why?
What a fucking moron.
But that one will have to wait a few more weeks.
Anyways, yeah, more Dawn Brothers. Hopefully truly for the last and final time.
Hopefully when they die in this movie, they'll stay dead.
Shit. Hey, Ichi, look up. You're Dawn Blaster.
All right. Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. As usual, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Discord, merch store, Patreon, all of our cool shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Buy our shit. Or
don't. You don't have to. But it would be nice.
Whatever.
Let us know what you thought of these episodes and this movie in the comments. Let us know if there if there is anything you would like us to discuss in the future in the comments. Hashtag comments for Lane, because we remember that exists.
Yeah, freaking David was like, "Oh, you should make that your name," and I'm like, "No."
Could you imagine if you'd have to like do a show related to comments like Jax Films does for that to be your name.
Oh, that'd be my Reddit name.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Comments for Lane on Reddit.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all once again, and we will see you next week.
Stay Constantine.